Terrific to see so many faces again today. Thank you for coming. Sorry, can everyone hear me okay? Yeah. Give you a brief overview of what I'm going to be talking about today, and just a quick introduction to TrendBible, and then I'm going to give you a sneak preview of our future celebration report for 2023, and then also a preview of our 2023 Festive forecast. So before we jump into the presentation, I'll just tell you a little bit about TrendBible. We're a global future trends agency headquartered in North East England, and we work with brands and retailers right from the US, across Europe, Asia, and down to Australia. And despite how much we've grown as an agency, we're still very much grounded in our North East roots. I often joke that as a trend, is a trend really a trend until it hits Morrison's on Shields Road, which is our local supermarket just up the road from our studio in Usher. And the world's best brands and companies worldwide work with us to better understand future trends for their audience to make more informed commercial decisions. And what makes TrendBible unique as a trend forecasting agency is that our specialism has always been centred around the future of life at home. And never before has the home become more important, particularly in our pandemic years. It's become so much more than just a place to live. It's now our office, our school, our restaurant, our gym, our cinema, and our sanctuary. So typical projects we may help our clients with is how we'll be celebrating birthdays in 2024, or how sustainability might impact laundry detergents in 2025. We work in the world of kitchens, mattresses, toys, DIY and gardening, as well as gifting and celebration, food and drink. So it's quite a broad remit, but held together by a focus on the home. How we interact with our families, how we relax, and what we do for fun, and what products we surround ourselves with. So why forecast trends? I believe trending is an essential business-critical activity because change happens. Change is happening all around us and in the lives of our customers every day. Sometimes that change is really obvious, like a lockdown, and sometimes more discreet, like a shift in birth rates or a cultural movement bubbling up from the corners of the web. Under normal circumstances, brands have a pretty good understanding of the market they are trading in, and market research or customer focus groups can tell them how their audience thinks and feels. However, this data can quickly become outdated when new mindsets emerge or catalysts create new trading conditions or new audiences to target. So trends help us identify changing lifestyles, changing wants and needs, and changing environments, so we can create new customers, new technologies, and new business models. And it's not just about product. The brands that you see grabbing the headlines are responding to trends all across their business model. So as I said, today I'm going to give you a sneak preview of one of the trends from our future celebration report. This report includes a market overview and 3 design trends. And they are recover together, quiet regrowth, and surreal sense. What I've chosen to show you today is quiet regrowth. So some of the keywords which summarise this trend are work in progress, handcrafted, unrefined, sustainable, and still life. There's a nice quote there to summarise the trend from our trend editor, Anne Hamilton, which says, "This trend sees life slowing down even further, with a quiet yet considered pace of life emerging. Brands and retailers need to connect with a consumer that embraces celebrations and occasions with a conscious mindset and a greater appreciation for the artisan. The long-lasting relationships and bonds with loved ones are nurtured and treasured as modern families re-establish new rituals and traditions." So let's take a look at what's driving this trend. A newfound sense of patience and an even slower pace of living inspires this ritualistic story. Prompted by a post-pandemic recovery mindset, whether it's with a candlelit meditation or savouring every step of the morning artisan coffee, Taking intentional time out to indulge in everyday slow rituals becomes the ultimate form of self-care. As concerns for the crisis point, the need celebrations, a strong connection to nature, ingredients, utmost priority. Sorry, sound issues. This influences the design to last mentality that runs through this story, as well as prompting new zero waste packaging opportunities and luxurious, non-toxic gifting ideas. When it comes to throwing a party, appreciating and embracing the process and the craftsmanship behind the food, decor and styling becomes as important as the event itself. This brings the creative process into the spotlight, amplifying not only the dedicated skill of crafting, building and making, but also celebrating the mistakes and imperfections made along the way. So just to show you the mood board from this trend, a serene, still life-inspired aesthetic echoes the relaxed, laid-back undertone of this calming story. Recognizing that good things take time to grow, celebrations take on the same spirit and become truly present and meaningful experiences, adorned with handcrafted and sustainable decorations and newly formed family rituals. Decor is lovingly made to last and doubles up as family heirlooms that capture and hold new memories after every celebration. The toxic-free happy home becomes a sought-after compulsion. Consumers look for non-toxic alternatives and ways to make purposeful, environmentally conscious changes in how they take care of their living spaces. Home essentials and tools for cleaning are beautifully crafted and made to last, elevating everyday consumables to meaningful, sustainable gifting options. This trend celebrates artisans and craftspeople with a new appreciation for the time and process of creation. Illustrations, patterns, and designs appear torn from the pages of a sketchbook. The hidden beauty in accidents and work in progress reveals rough edges, imperfections, and mistakes, providing rich inspiration for styling and design across greetings, gifts, food, and florals. So our celebration forecast includes a 7-colour palette for each trend story, matched to Pantone coated colour library. Let's take a closer look at the breakdown of this palette and how these colours can be used in combination with each other. Earthy brown and warm grey base colours ground this natural trend. Pair with brighter pops of yellow and orange tan to introduce stronger colour contrasts. A classic deep blue adds depth to bring this subdued palette to life. Now let's take a look at how this trend breaks down into the different categories. So for beauty and well-being, stripped back simplicity is key for Bare Beauty bath and body products. Soap bars, powders and clay-like textures made from natural, toxin-free ingredients have a raw, earthy look and feel. Barely There florals feature muted, earthy shades. Long bending stems and minimal dried leaves nod towards the unrefined, minimal and rustic aesthetic of this trend. Traditional techniques such as lino cutting, fine art printing and embossing are given a new lease of life, adorning cards, packaging and stationery, as well as influencing new mindful crafting activity kits. Also, a renewed interest in foraging sees books to inspire and educate about this practice become key. Gifts are artfully wrapped in reusable paper packaging and tied with natural silk and sprigs of grass for a low-key luxury feel, or fabric wrapping which can be used over and over again. Think raw silk bows or linen fabric wraps. Add sprigs of natural grass and dried flowers for an extra tasteful flourish. Again, focus on time-honoured artisanal craft influences for food gifts. This artful cheese round tower from La Fromagerie replaces the traditional birthday cake, while culinary tools which promote slow and traditional practices become desirable. Fine art prints and lino cuts are key for stationery and greetings cards. Recycled papers are used to create minimalist collages, and wedding stationery takes on a simple, minimalist and sustainable feel. Children and families while away the days with handmade crafts. Consider craft kits which offer slow and mindful activities such as eco-printing or eco-collages, or creating collages from recycled cardboard. Stacking toys have a unique heirloom quality with gentle washes of colour. Anti-plastic dressing up costumes offer more sustainable options which can be passed down through generations. Birthdays, weddings and parties may be fleeting, but that doesn't mean that gifts and items used for party decor and hosting have to be packed away, forgotten or discarded. Instead, consider the longevity of gifts, partyware and decor by looking for ways they can be woven into the fabric of the home, repurposed or reused beyond their original role. Still life setups and photography inspire beautifully curated tablescapes featuring simple place settings, artisan cakes, and minimal decor. A renewed appreciation for arts and crafts inspires illustration, pattern, and imagery. Embossing without ink offers a very subtle and minimalist approach to paper craft. Slow craft processes like lino cutting inspire motif, and inspiration can be found in the shadows and reflections of trees and plants. Messaging for gift and greetings focuses on slowing down and connecting with consumers who seek out a new pace of life and appreciation for taking time and making slow progress. Type and lettering on packaging appears clean, simple and subtle, placing focus on the sustainable materials and manufacturing processes. So that was quiet regrowth, and I'm now going to show you a trend from our festive forecast. And this publication covers all occasions which span the festive season, not just Christmas. So right from Halloween and Thanksgiving, Hanukkah, Diwali, all the way through to New Year's. So today I'm going to give you an exclusive peek of just one of the 4 trends from our 2023 forecast. And I've chosen All is Bright, mainly because it's a bit of a contrast to the trend that I've just showed you, to give you a bit of variety. So some key words which underpin this trend are fresh start, relaxed and joyful, playful, casual luxury, and pop-up. And another great quote there from our trend editor, Ruth Kelly. Celebrate the festive season in a way that's right for you. This trend is inclusive of all cultures, while focusing on non-traditional or alternative ways of celebrating, from food to decor. Capture the relaxed and joyful energy of this trend through simple pattern, fresh colours, and playful but luxury design. So let's look at what's driving this trend. Healthy boundaries, fresh starts, and a desire for change drives this joyful trend for the festive season. Time well spent is reassessed, with individuals looking to be liberated from rules and traditions, instead choosing to spend time in a way that brings happiness for them. As the global pandemic continues to have devastating longer-term effects on our health, consumers make conscious choices to encourage wellness. Being present to experience things more fully over the holiday period becomes a key motivator. The rise of zero-proof spirits and quality low-alcohol beers have seen the non-alcoholic beverage market soar, with sales rising to $3.1 billion from $291 million in the US. Anti-vegan diets or alternative festive meals are embraced as people get comfortable with going against traditional norms. More thoughtful choices also influence decor for the season. Party-to-rent options have increased, with companies such as Lay London offering ready-to-hire Instagram-perfect tablescapes. Whilst still celebratory, this trend rejects throwaway culture, focusing instead on decorations that bring joy way beyond New Year's Eve or can be reused year after year. This is the mood page. Embracing fresh starts and hopefulness for the year ahead translates into joyful brights, seasonless hanging decorations, and playful typography in this non-traditional festive story. Festivities are inclusive to all and have a casual but celebratory tone. There's an informal and pop-up feel to tableware. Coloured glass in chunky proportions is carefully styled alongside bamboo plates and recyclable paper trees ready for impromptu gatherings. Holiday cards and gifts are an opportunity to recognise growth and empower, with messages of positive boundaries and healthy choices. As individuals make a conscious effort to do what is good for them and for the planet, innovative vegan, CBD-infused and non-alcoholic options are a key for alternative festive dining. A chilled, feel-good vibe inspires wavy shapes and simple geometric repeats across everything from paper goods to home accessories. Layered streamers in gunmetal metallics and sugary pink add touches of sparkle and are strung up well beyond the season. Here's to a sober, fully present and joy-filled, well New Year. So our festive forecasts also feature a 7-colour palette for each trend. These are matched to Pantone TCX rather than coded, which is more convenient for textile matching. This fresh, vibrant palette signifies a fresh start as we look towards the coming year. Desert Flower brings warmth and optimism, combined with Comfrey for a contemporary update on traditional festive combinations. Create a playful look by clashing sugary pinks with coral tones or focus on cooler shades alone with liquid lustre for a touch of luxury. Our festive forecasts also feature 5 free copyright-free prints, which you can use however you wish on any kind of product or packaging. For beauty and well-being, the festive season, it's time to focus on yourself, prioritising what makes you feel good and helps you feel the best version of yourself. At a time of year that can feel pressured and overwhelming, narratives that support worrying less and creating healthy boundaries are so important. For FMCG products should make consumers feel good, from how they look and feel to the quality of the ingredients. Mood-enhancing and nutrition-focused cosmetics are key for hair and skincare. Christmas trees should have potential for all-year-round appeal, so think less traditional shapes and potted trees that can be brought in or outdoors throughout the seasons. Paper houseplants, like this intricate curling fern, provide a great update on the plastic variety for the householders who struggle to keep them alive yet still crave that greenery in their home. Bright and cheery handmade jewellery features wavy and wiggly lines. Little luxuries, including silk hair wraps and pillowcases, give loved ones permission to invest in themselves. And letterbox gifts are filled with everything needed for a self-care pamper session. Fun, non-traditional foods with a festive feel allow individuals to create their own traditions. Vegan and non-alcoholic options are elevated with sophisticated ingredients and exciting flavour combinations, so no one is missing out. Create moments of surprise, particularly confectionery, by experimenting with colour and texture. Christmas decorations are more minimalist in style. Advent candles in fresh colour combinations and simple typographical prints. Ceramic and clay decorations are painted in pastel colours with simple decorative patterns. Glittering and metallic streamers can be left up to enjoy after the holiday, using bold and bright colours to add joyful energy to the home. Luxury crackers feature moire effects and scalloped edges tied up with glittering ribbon. In this story, the table is casual but with a touch of luxury. Get creative by mixing bamboo recyclable party plates and chunky coloured glassware. Crackers are updated with bold print and pattern and novelty shapes. Personalised and monogrammed coasters add an individual touch to festive table settings. People from all walks of life gather together in merriment. Greetings make reference to more occasions than one, recognising that the holiday season has meaning for many different reasons to different people. Bold and colourful stickers add a fun touch to wrapped gifts and envelopes. Scalloped edges, drop shadows and starburst details are key. Random arrangements of abstract shapes in bold colour combos make fresh repeats for gift wrap, while wiggly lines, dots and clusters of tiny stars adorn tablecloths. Print and pattern in this story is playful and optimistic. Experiment with bold colour grounds and relaxed messaging. So that brings us to the end of the presentation. Please look out for your free Spring Fair download, which includes a sort of roundup of this presentation. You'll get that in your inbox either today or tomorrow, as long as you got scanned by my colleague Rebecca in black there. And if you didn't, just feel free to let her scan your badge on the way out. And we also have an exclusive special offer for £100 off all 2023 forecasts if you want to see the rest of the forecast. And we also have some exciting news that next week we are launching our brand new Home and Interiors Trend platform. This is our brand new subscription service. And this includes, trend applications which break down the trends per product category and industry. For example, sleep, furniture, print and pattern, table and dining, and more in-depth colour reports and advice on how to apply colour, and deeper dives into specific macro behaviours and what's driving them. So you can find out more about that service on trendbible.com/subscription. And then if you just want to get free access to more gifting trends, do sign up to our platform at mytrendbible.com/register and make sure you quote Spring Fair. Thank you.